T-Boy G in the motherfucking building. Hey. Yo, Brody, I got a special edition that I got Barrington Hughes from MLW. He's going to be checking in. Just getting it together. I know, right? Craziness, Brody. Should be a banger of an episode. Let's motherfucking go. Big villain vibes. How you feeling, Brody? Fudge. Life is love. That's what I like to hear. I feel like I spelled that shit right. Hey. Hey, there you go, Brody. That's what it's about. That's what it's about, my G. That's what it's exactly about, man. Staying clean, staying healthy with it. I got one more person I wanted to send this John to. You know what I mean? Squad, gang, crew in the building, King's Court. Give it up. Young Barrington Hughes checking in. Hey. It's a very special edition. I would like to say I was scared or nervous to ask for this. But every time that I've reached out to this gentleman, he's been very receptive. He's been kind. He's represented the culture. He's been larger than life. Ladies and gentlemen, Barrington Hughes. If you haven't known him and you're not hip, this is the episode to get familiar with what he does. So without further ado, let's get Barrington Hughes up in here live. Hey. Give it up, man.
Oh, yeah.
On time. Hey.
Yo.
How you feeling, brother?
I'm pretty good, man. How you feeling?
Oh man, life is love. I can't complain, man. It's a beautiful day just to be out and about. Hold on, let me cut the red light on.
All right.
There we go.
Good point. There we go.
Yeah, man. So how you been? How's the quarantine been treating you?
Man, I've been quarantined since March 3rd, since I got out of the hospital. So this ain't nothing new.
Yeah. There you go, brother. I feel it, man. So like I see you jumped into it and you said it. So what was the health issues? How are you doing? I'm glad to see you out and about, moving freely, you know?
Appreciate it. Long story short, I had lung failure, man. I wasn't sleeping good. I wasn't moving around the way I was supposed to. Went to the hospital one day. They were like, "Yo, you need to get in here now." So they admitted me. Woke up. They put me down. They laid me down in the bed. I woke up. I had a tube down my throat. I freaked out. They put me back under for another 11 days.
Oh man.
Yeah. After that,
yeah, brother, that's wild.
Roughly a month. I went 25 days. Then they transferred me to a rehab hospital because I had lost almost 100 pounds, which was great, but I lost a lot of muscle mass. So I had a lot of atrophy going on. So I basically had to relearn how to walk.
That's crucial, man.
Oh yeah. So they sent me over to the rehab place. I was there another month, basically really learning how to walk and do things and do a lot of things to be independent again. And I can honestly say that throughout all of this, man, it really made me appreciate life. It made me appreciate family. It made me appreciate the people I call brothers. You know what I mean? For sure.
That's real, bro. That's a gem, man. You know, it sucks that it had to take something heart aching and painful like that, but I'm certain you have a better quality of life and the better reactions and interactions with others, you know?
Facts, facts. It could have been worse, man. They could have been. I could have been buried. I could have been dead. Everybody could have been.
Mhm.
Remember Barry, but it's not. That's not the case, thankfully. So
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
still here. I
no,
can still take
it's a
part
pleasure
if you
to
want
have
me
you
to.
around.
So,
Hmm. That's real, brother. That's amazing that you took the step to go into the journey. A lot of people ignore these signs and things like that. So, man, kudos to you, brother, for getting into it, man.
you were breaking up a little bit. Could you repeat the question?
I was saying kudos to you for hopping in and taking the leap into checking into your health. A lot of people ignore those things, especially within the Black community. We don't
Mm.
go in and periodically just check in into ourselves. We ignore hospital systems and things like that. So leaping in, my man, and
Right back.
doing that, man.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be right back. Right back.
Oh yeah. In the meantime, between time, Villain Radio. You know what I do. Maybe you don't. If you're just now checking in, I got some fire beats for the streets. How's the world feeling out there? We'll be back with Barrington Hughes in a moment. Hey, hey. What's good, Brody? Seagulls. Hey, hey. Something little. Let's see what this is. Villain Radio Live reporting here. The mighty starts, villain starts, the dark skinned dynamo, whatever you want to call me. Just make sure you say it with love. Be back momentarily with young Barrington Hughes. There we go, my man. There it is. Cool. So let's just go ahead and hop back into it. So far, what was your favorite match to wrestle?
God. I got a few, but one that always stands out in my mind was War Games, 2018. Like that was really something special, man. To have all those different people, all those different walks of life come together and make something special in Florida in my hometown was really special.
Yeah, that's tight, man. That is tight. Hell
So,
yeah, baby. What's your favorite match to watch?
ooh, anything with Gary Albright in it.
Really? Okay. I gotta
Especially,
go do my research on Gary.
man, listen, Gary was a beast, man. Gary put Taz to shame. That's how bad he was.
Oh man, word. Okay. That's mad exciting. Definitely gotta check him
Yeah,
out.
he was a bad dude, man. Gary was a seriously bad dude. But
Hmm.
he was legit. He came out of University of Nebraska, went to Japan, wrestled UWFI. He beat the dog mess out of Vader. He was taken from us a little
Nice.
too soon, though, unfortunately. But
Mm.
yeah, sure, for sure. Somebody I
Yeah, no,
love to
I gotta
watch.
check him out, man. If he went toe to toe with Vader, most definitely gotta go check that out. That's a good look.
Mm-hmm.
That is most definitely a good look, man. I know you're from Florida, but what is your favorite territory to go to?
I love coming up to New York, New Jersey. Um, been out to Allentown, which is really nice. I loved when I went out to Wisconsin. Texas always treats me good. Like I really don't have a specific area that I like to go to. Um, besides New York.
Hold on, Brody, you're breaking up. Just give it a second. Yeah, we got you. So you say you
All
really
right.
don't have a favorite territory. It's all cool, man. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I know that you're very centered in with hip hop after getting to know you better and really looking at your stories, man. It's I won't say it's baffling, but it's really cool to see how integral you are into the hip hop culture. So with all that to
Okay.
be said, who is your favorite rapper right now?
Ooh. Freddie Gibbs.
Ooh, really?
Freddie
Give it up
Gibbs
for
is
Gangsta.
he's doing it right now,
Yeah.
man. That
Hey
man
man,
was
have you
having
checked out his lives?
ridiculous, straight foolishness.
Yes,
His,
right?
his whole IG story, his whole online presence is something different, man. And that's what I like about it. It's like he doesn't
Hmm.
like play up this thug gangster kind
Yeah.
of experience. So he's just him.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? I can
Yeah,
appreciate that.
absolutely. A very genuine dude, very earnest guy, man. And that's what people
Mm-hmm.
love about him,
Exactly.
which is dope, man. Which is dope. Speaking of rappers, your phrase, nah fam,
Hey,
definitely feels
nephew
like a
Trey, what's
bar.
happening, baby?
There you go. Oh wow, yeah, shouts out Trey Miguel. Big time, that's lit. Um, but yeah, nah fam, it feels like a bar. It feels like something that is said at the end of a battle rap. So
Exactly.
how did you come up with nah fam?
Basically, man, nah, fam, you already know how it comes up, man. You in the hood, somebody saying some suspect stuff, you like, nah, fam, it don't even go down like that.
Mhm.
And it's like,
Yeah,
so I was thinking about it one day, and I'm like, what can I say or what can I do to kind of establish that what you're gonna try to do is not gonna work?
hmm,
And I put two and two together, and it was like, all right, let's try it out. And I started using the hashtag nah, fam, and people got on board with it, man.
yeah.
People started following it, they got behind it, and then there was an incident
That's
where a couple of I'm not gonna say their names, but a couple of WWE superstars tried to use it once or twice.
woo, woo, you brought
Tried.
it up.
They tried it.
Oh,
They tried it, but everybody was like,
woo.
"Don't even do it."
Everybody was like, nah, fam.
Right. So
But you know what?
that was a moment.
But I wish them brothers success, which it's
Oh, oh,
beautiful to see them out there and doing it and everything. And I love how he reacted to it. You know what I
exactly.
mean? He wasn't oblivious. I give him that, which is all love.
Oh
But
yeah, exactly.
the moment he said it, I was like, oh no, nah. Right. That's how we rocking.
Right.
We
It
pay
was a
we
little
pay
bit of a
homage to the
violation. It was
industry.
like, oh no.
Yeah, no, there's codes. You know what I'm saying? You got to communicate. It could be worked out amicably. You know what I
Oh,
mean? But it's
oh,
all it takes is a little communication.
that's it.
But
That's
yeah,
it.
no, man. Shouts out to you for bringing that one up. That is way go. Yeah, no, man. I wanted to ask, and I was like, man, you know what? Now I felt like that might not have been the right move, but you handled that very politically.
Oh, absolutely. I'm all about good business,
Mhm.
man, because it's like you never know who knows who or what knows what. And it's like I got a lot of
Yeah,
friends that work there. I have a lot of associates that are a part of that company, and it's like I'm not going to burn
yeah,
bridges or leave a bad
yeah.
taste in people's mouth over two words.
Hmm.
It's like,
Hmm.
hey,
Absolutely,
let's do
brother.
good business, even if I don't do it there. You don't do it on me. We can always be
Hmm.
equal to each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's one thing I do respect about the business in itself is that it's very deep rooted into tradition. So, you guys pay it forward a whole bunch. Just the work out the chemistry within a match, man. Like you have to have that mentality to work and make something with compromise with somebody. So
It
it's a
is.
beautiful thing, man.
It's a lost art,
Hmm.
man. Listen, people always gonna have detractors. Oh, it's the F word. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. It's like, come in here and do what we do. Try to come up with something that's going to tell a story and keep people engaged for 15 to 20 to 30 minutes, and you only have
Yes.
an hour to put it together.
Man, that's the other side of it. I didn't know. Sheesh, an hour, God. Oh
You,
my God,
you
that's
an hour to
magic
2 hours.
every time, man.
You have somebody
Mm.
with the talent like Trey Miguel, who literally can go from one end of the arena to the other in no time flat, and put together something that's special every single time he steps in the ring. It takes a
Yeah,
certain amount of talent, it takes a certain amount of ability to do that. People try to detract that all the time. It's like, you can't.
yeah, absolutely. The mental ability to come with those ideas and the quick thinking, like how you said, you're putting together. That's still on the fly within that hour, and who knows the different things that you call within the match to spicing it up. You know,
Exactly.
it's definitely amazing. And like how you said, the different styles, how Trey he'll burn it out, man. He'll run you out the gym, man. That guy can
Oh, yeah,
go. He's got a motor on him.
without
But he can also slow it down and do different things. And like your way of how you do it, you tell the slow, drawn out, big story of just the grandiose thing. So it's all across the board, and you got to appreciate the different art styles within wrestling.
absolutely, without question.
So as we talk about the different styles, who is on your? Oh, we had a question real quick from Pooh the Kid. I believe he asked, "What made you start wrestling?"
Man, I always tell this with interviews, man. It was my grandfather. He passed away in
Mm.
2010. But he was a huge wrestling fan, man. Like when I went up to New York to stay the summers with him, we would always go to this little Jamaican restaurant across the street from his apartment building. So every Monday we'd go there, get some beef patties, and we would watch Raw. So from
Mm.
there, this was mid '90s, '94, '95, '96. So
Yeah.
from there, I was a lifelong fan. And then as we got older, and his health started to take a decline, we had a heart to heart one night, and he was basically like, "Hey, I love you. And live your life, live it with no regrets. Just do what you love, because you don't get a second chance at this."
Mm.
Sure enough, I told him, I was like, "Yep, thank you, Pop. I love you. Like, I love you too." And a couple days later, he was gone. He knew, like,
Mm.
I felt like in my heart of heart, he knew. You know what I'm saying? And it's like he didn't want to like make anybody alarmed or freak anybody out, but he knew he was getting ready to go. So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, and he laid that heavy on you, and that was a wonderful message
yep.
that he gave you. Major key, huge gem. Hell yeah. So with that being said, who is on your Mount Rushmore of wrestling?
Okay. Okay. Let's do two of them. We'll do in ring,
Okay.
and then we'll do managers, because I was a manager when I first started.
Ooh, managers are key. They're slept on. So
Facts,
slept on.
facts. In ring, Gary Albright, Ron Simmons. I'm gonna give it to Gorgeous George because he changed the game. Um,
Mm,
and my fourth, I'm gonna say Norvell Austin.
word. Okay.
I'm gonna say Norvell Austin, and the reason I'm gonna say Norvell Austin is, if you know your wrestling history, he and Sputnik Monroe tag team together in the segregated South. And a lot of times Sputnik wouldn't work. He wouldn't work a crowd, or he wouldn't work a certain town unless that crowd was desegregated. He was really vital in helping desegregate the Southern wrestling scene. So him
Whoa,
and
that's
Monroe were vital to that,
that's key, man. That's key. That's the other side of the game that myself, as just being a historian, I like to go back and look at the different histories and everything.
man.
Um, just that was something I was really interested in, of how did that play out with segregation, you know what I mean, and how much of it did it affect,
Right.
but that is cool. I've never heard that story, man.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Hmm.
If you ever get a chance to look up the PYTs, him and Coco Beware, before Coco became uh, the Birdman, dude. Two dudes dressed like Michael Jackson beating the dog mess out of people. I loved it. Loved it.
Yeah, that's lit.
For sure, for sure. So,
Hmm.
second Mount Rushmore: Paul Bearer, Grand Wizard, I would say Heyman, but not yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give it to Paul Ellering because he was a real manager through and through.
Yeah.
And then my fourth, Sister Sherry.
Ooh, Sister Sherry. I did not see that one coming. Give it up for Sister Sherry. And
Exactly.
she was mad active too, man. I watched a little bit, not a little bit, but I watched the Dark Side of the Ring about Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth, and I didn't realize how active Sister Sherry was in the ring.
She was
Sheesh,
in there,
man.
man. She
Mm-hmm.
worked in AWA for the longest time, but when she came to the E, they wanted to use her in a more managerial role. But she was never afraid to take bumps. She was never afraid
Yeah.
to get down and dirty if she needed to. If she needed to do something to
Mm-hmm.
get the baby face over, she was like, "All right, let's do it." She was one
Yeah,
of the boys.
right.
You can't take
Mm-hmm.
away from that. You know.
Absolutely. Integral part. Integral part to a lot of different tag teams, to a lot of different wrestlers. Like how you said, corporations, man, highly, highly slept on.
See, you Kurt said it best. She was certainly sensational, man, for sure, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's right, right? Very sensational. That is real. So while we're on the topic of Mount Rushmore, I know we've talked about hip hop. So
Here we
who is
go.
on your hip hop Mount Rushmore?
All right, again, we're gonna do two rappers,
Okay.
producers. All right,
Mm-hmm.
so start with rappers. Busta Rhymes, because he does not get enough credit.
Mm-hmm.
Southern Wild. What I want to do is North, South, East,
One
and
time
West.
for Busta Rhymes because he does not get
Facts,
credit
facts,
at all.
conglomerate. So from
Mm-hmm.
up north, we give it to Busta. Down south, we'll give it to. I'm gonna give it to Ti.
Ooh,
We give it to Ti.
pretty good.
Not only with what he's done musically, but his uh his work outside of that, his humanitarian work and things like
Yeah.
that. Him
Mm-hmm.
being the person that has the national record of the most community service done, period,
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then he still continues to help in the community to this day, even after the fact. So definitely big ups
Mm-hmm.
to him. West Coast, Easy E,
Ooh.
the integral part
Yeah.
of the West Coast movement.
Mm-hmm. Give it up for Easy.
Yeah, for sure.
One time for Eric.
Ooh, this fourth one's tough now.
Yeah, right. Because it now becomes a super toss up of like who can you just squeeze in there to make the perfect mixture for yourself.
Mm, I'm going across the pond. Dizzy Rascal.
Ooh, once again an oddball, huge
Right.
curveball there, but I
I'm
like
gonna
it
give it to
though.
Dizzy, man. I'm gonna give it to Dizzy because if it wasn't for him kind of helping bring that London grime sound to the States and kind of exposing a lot of people to it, we wouldn't have a Storm Z. We wouldn't have we wouldn't have that Don't Rush challenge right now. That little challenge
Mm-hmm.
that everyone's doing. So that's an
Yep.
English song. It's a British
Yep.
song. Give props
Yeah.
where it's due. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I'll say I'll take it a step further. Without Dizzy Rascal, will we have a Pop Smoke?
Nah.
Yeah, like give it up for Dizzy Rascal.
Exactly.
R.I.P.
Exactly.
Pop Smoke.
Oh, all day. Much love
Mhm.
to Pop Smoke, man.
Yeah.
So now we move over to producers. Producers a little bit easier. Number one, Ninth Wonder.
Mm,
Number two, Supreme.
yeah.
Got to give it to
I
Supreme
feel
Master Samples. Um, third, I'm gonna give it to Kanye up until about 2008.
different guy, right?
Right.
Complete
Um,
different dude.
that dude. So up to '08 Kanye, and then fourth, God, I had his name in my mind. I was just watching him the other night. Scott Storch.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Scott.
But once again, highly underrated.
Oh yeah, because he brought in live
Mm,
instrumentation to the game, man. Like
yeah.
he would program his keys and he would actually play his keys out,
Mm-hmm.
add the bass to it, and it was like it was something. It was a different sound.
Yep.
So love the Scott Storch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Give it up for Miami. Give it up for Florida one time. And Scott Storch, he he transcends sound. Me and Puda Kid, he's in the chat right now. We were
Yo,
talking about producers and how uh, Pharrell Pharrell has a sound, but he definitely doesn't have a sound because it's like it's
right.
so broad. You'll never really know like a Pharrell record. And it's the same
True.
thing about a Scott Storch record. He's
Yep.
just so broad. One of the most famous Dr. Dre songs are Scott Storch keys.
Let's talk George.
You know, so but
Exactly.
give it up to him, man.
And Scott Storch, I believe, was a really close associate with the Roots at one point, if I remember my
Oh
history.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, man. He's done a lot of different just interesting things. A lot of different movie work. The Brooke Hogan album. Just
Oof.
craziness. You know, like wow, Scott Storch, man, is a well-rounded dude.
Exactly. Versatile. Versatile.
That's real, man.
Facts.
Well, it seems like we're coming up close to the end of this interview. What can we expect next from Barrington Hughes?
Um, you're gonna see more of a creative side of Barrington Hughes once he does return to the ring. I have no timetable when I'm coming back to the ring. I'm gonna come back when I'm one mentally and physically ready. But
Yes.
in the meantime, I'm always keeping my eyes on everything. I'm supporting my people, showing love to
Mm,
my people all day, promoting, trying to make sure that people know to support independent wrestling because we are the lifeblood, we are the heartbeat of this industry. Without us, without a Trey Miguel, without a Dan the Bowtie guy, without people like that down here sacrificing, grinding, getting up and down these roads to entertain y'all,
mm-hmm.
this doesn't exist.
Much love. That's real. And you have to respect the independent scene. I stand behind that 100%, brother, because that's the one-to-one connection right there. You can look at WWE and AEW and everything else on TV, but those local guys in your area and and around that you can pick up, that's the real gems. How do you think that those guys got on TV? They came from
Eggs.
here.
They start.
hmm
They start
Yeah.
there on TV. So
Yeah,
go.
man. It's really about that independent from clothing to food to wrestling. It's really about these craft things. Which get back to what the actual people do instead of what machines tell us that we can do.
Exactly. Resist, man. Resist.
That's real, man. Well, brother, do you have anything else you would like to plug or say anything to the people?
Again, support independent wrestling. If you want to support me, whatamaneuver.net. Just search Barrington Hughes. I got like 4 new shirts. I got 2 new shirts up. I'm gonna have some more merch coming this way. You can get a baby onesie, you can get a hoodie, a sweater, whatever you're looking for in that specific style. Um, just
Yeah.
show love, man. If it's not me, just show love to your favorites. Just show love to the business. Show love to independent music makers like my boy Starks, who's out here killing it silently, and he doesn't get enough love, man. Much love to Montezi. Much love to Mega Ran. Much love to all the music makers, Pooh the Kid. All of y'all, man, are doing such great work and such beautiful music, man. And it should be heard more, and I hope it does in the future.
We appreciate you, brother.
No
You
problem.
don't know how much that cosign means for everybody. Trust me, man. You validated me. You've given me a push in the lane, and I'm forever indebted to you, man.
Oh,
So
no problem.
thank you, brother.
Anytime, man. You guys be blessed, and I'll talk to y'all later. All right.
Sure, man. You too, brother. Peace.
Take care.
Well, guys, that concludes the Barrington Hughes interview. Shouts out to everybody who showed up in the chat. I appreciate y'all. Much love. Tomorrow we have Hayden Kentish from Jamaica, another independent wrestler. Yes. So if you have any questions or you have anything that you would like to be asked towards him, please hit that up. And if you would like to be interviewed, please hit me up, man. I want to talk to you, from doctors to lawyers to if you're working a essential job right now to whatever it is that you got going on. I want to talk to you because right now, man, that's what we have is real people going through real situations. My name is Starks. This has been Villain Radio Live. Everything is plugged in right there, so hit that shit up.